Pastor Roy Gerhardt from Galloway United Methodist Church in Franklin, Pennsylvania, sharing a few words of encouragement to help us follow after Jesus. This week we're moving beyond the book of Judges to the book of Ruth. Now, the book of Ruth happens during the time of the Judges. Now, what that means is this, is that God had brought the people into the land he promised, and now he's nation building. And this is the period, though, when there's not much unified or structured about the nation of Israel. This is a time when God is their king, and he raises up rulers at various times to guide them spiritually, to defend them militarily, and to lead them. But not much is structured and organized in the nation. And so everyone lives in a very localized way, and you're very dependent on your village and on your family to get through life. Now, this gives a context to seeing the story of Ruth play out. Ruth's story is really rooted in the life of her mother-in-law, and this is who we meet first in the book of Ruth. Naomi and her husband Elimelech and their two sons. They live in Bethlehem, but there's a famine that breaks out, and so they left Bethlehem to go to Moab, hoping for a better life. Now, this is ironic because Bethlehem means house of bread, and they're leaving the house of bread in the midst of this famine and leaving the promised land to go to a foreign land, hoping for something better. This is symbolically very characteristic of the things that the people of Israel are doing over and over again, where they turn away from the Lord and look for a better deal elsewhere, and they begin to worship other gods, and this is a perpetual problem. And so as Elimelech and Naomi take their sons and leave to go to Moab, hoping for something better, we see things actually turn out really terrible. Things get worse instead of better because Elimelech died. And then Naomi's sons married a couple of Moabite women. And so this is hopeful. But then they died. And so Naomi has no husband and no sons, and her daughters-in-law are also widowed. And so Naomi decided to go back home and try to find some help amongst her family. And she tried to send her daughters-in-law home. One of her daughter-in-laws did go back to her own family, but her other daughter-in-law, Ruth, insisted on staying with her. In fact, her words have become something really profound that we will often reflect on in relation to marriage, to a family commitment, to even friendship. Ruth declared to her mother-in-law, "I'm not going anywhere but where you go." She said, "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your family will be my family. Your God, my God." She said, "Wherever you die, that's where I will die." She even said that God can deal with me ever so severely if even in death you and I are separated. What a profound commitment. Willing to dedicate her entire life to her mother-in-law, Naomi. This is such a beautiful expression of love and devotion. Many of us have to be thinking, wow, do I have anyone in my life that I could look to like that? And for some of us, we would say, well, you know, I don't even know if my spouse or my family or my best friend really have that kind of dedication and devotion to me, that I could count on them for my entire life. Wherever I go, whatever I do, there they would be for me. And that could make us feel sorry for ourselves. We could look at that and say, hey, where's my Ruth? Where's this person in my life? And lament that absence. But I want to encourage you to go in a different direction with this. Instead of saying, where's the person who's there for me? Let's turn that around. There are lots and lots of people in this world who have nothing close to a dedicated partner like Ruth. And you and I need to ask, can we be that person for someone else? Can we be a person who lives a life of dedicated commitment to God that gives someone else a chance to see that living right there in their presence? Can we express that with a love and devotion to other people in a way that would let them experience this deep, wonderful blessing of friendship and family? You and I can be that Ruth in someone else's life, the dedicated partner who shows the steadfastness and the constancy of the love of God. Well, may God bless you today. And as you share this good news, may God make you a blessing wherever He takes you.